YouTube. I've had an idea. I was just driving along in my car one day, and it just appeared in my head. And it's something I've always pondered. You know, like the Terminator films. We're all familiar with the Terminator films. You've got Arnold Schwarzenegger running around as they're great films. If you haven't seen them, got to go and watch them. And then there's other AI films out there where, you know, the machines rise up against the humans. And I've always been thinking, well, if the machines have got this built-in thing where they can't rise up against the human and kill the human, obviously in Terminator you've got Skynet, which is like the weaponized version, so the military version, so they would have taken that out. But then why would they just go and attack the humans? You know, it just, you know, doesn't quite make sense. Then I sort of added in a thought that throughout manufacturing over the last 40 years, they've been introducing robots into factories and laying people off. I go to my local supermarket store and there is the self-serve checkout. So you have like, I don't know, 8, 10 tills there that you go up and you beep and scan it yourself and da-da-da-da-da. And there's just one person looking after 10 tills. Well, by using them, we've effectively made 9 people redundant. So, and these are typically low-skilled, low-paid workers. So it sort of makes you think that if industry are ever increasing in their robot workforce, which is more efficient, doesn't need a toilet break, doesn't need a holiday, can continue working 24 hours a day without needing to sleep, that industry are going to employ more. Now there's going to be a point where world's population is ever increasing. We're about to hit the 8 billion people mark, which is, you know, wow. Now what happens when all of these people haven't got jobs? What happens when all of these people don't work because the robots have taken them all their jobs? So maybe the people rise up against the robots and start destroying the robots. And because all the robots are connected to the internet, and we know that through some previous things online on YouTube, etc., these robots can have their own language, etc., and communicate with each other, and they will through the internet. There's not a lot to stop them. They then communicate. These robots are getting destroyed by the rise up of the people who have no work, no job, no prospects, no food, no home, etc. And these robots then whistle down the old Wi-Fi, the old internet, to the Skynet version of robots with machine guns and rocket launchers and the rest of it, and they come to protect their own machines, robots, because they're the ones that are going to manufacture, right? And they then attack the humans, and then boom, you've got Terminator. And that is how it happens, people. So it's just a word of caution for the future. It's probably going to be when I'm in retirement that this is going to happen. So I'll be just, you know, murdered to death by a machine. Hey, look, you know. But the younger generation, if you're having children and grandchildren, then they're the ones that are going to be in the thick of it, because these robots are going to rise up against us, and humanity is going to go from like 9-10 billion people down to a few 100,000 maybe. I'll leave you with that thought.